Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. If you're tuning in for the very first time, my name is Kim Dent. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Maryland Heights, Missouri, which is in St. Louis County. I've been a demonstrator for 22 years, and I love teaching stampers and crafters how to make quick and easy and adorable greeting cards. If you found me on my YouTube channel, Stamping with Kim Dent, please leave a comment. I love to see where everyone who's watching is from. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those also. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be yours. So just contact me. My contact information is in the description of the video. And for all of you who are watching live, thank you, thank you. Hello, Jan. Hello, Mary. Thanks for tuning in. I was excited to hear. I think we had. Do we have two wins, two cardinal wins, or three, Jan? Hello, Denise. How are ya? Last night I fell asleep, I think, in the 9th inning, but I'm pretty sure we won. So that's very exciting. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for tuning in. I have a lot to share with you. So I had my large stamp classes at Zion Lutheran Church in our fellowship hall this weekend. So I have 5 cards that I'm going to show you. Hello, Peggy. Hi, Karen. I have 5 cards that I'm going to show you. 2 of those cards I'm going to demonstrate for you. Hello, Miss Vicky. I hope you've had a wonderful birthday weekend. Hi, Sandy. Back from Disney, you girls, you traveling sisters. I can't wait to hear about it. Hello, Lynn. All right, I'm gonna sync my laptop. I'm thankful those crazy storms passed through. I was thinking we were not gonna be able to have a Facebook Live tonight this afternoon with the storms that rolled through here. Hello, Sandy. Thank you for tuning in. Sandy Gaffney. We have 2 Sandys. Yeah, Sandy Gaffney. Ooh. We have 2 Sandys. And now I'm going to be echoing. There we go. Okay. The cards that we made this weekend definitely had a summertime feel to them, with some bright, colorful cardstock and inks. Hello, Miss Brenda. Thanks for tuning in. So let me turn my camera around and we will get started right away. All right, if you would like to know more about me, this is my website. This is where you can find out about my stamp classes that I hold every weekend. You can shop with me online 24/7. If you're placing an order anytime soon and it's under $149.99, please use this host code. That helps me out. And also I want to remind all of you that from now till July 31st, if you're placing an order that is $50 or more, you are going to receive a $5 bonus day coupon. And that coupon can be redeemed in the month of August, and there's no limit. So when you place your order, either with me, through me, or online, what Stampin' Up! Is going to do is they're going to email you a coupon code. Hang on to that coupon code. You might want to print it out or at least write it down. And then when you place an order in August, it's a $5 or however many coupon codes you have, you can use that towards your August orders. So it's exciting. It's always fun to have money off, isn't it? All right, hold on one second. I've got a little connection problem, so hold on. I hope that solves it. I hope I'm getting like a green screen that's blinking every once in a while. Are you all seeing that? Let me know. I hope not. All right. I want to share with you the cards that I made this weekend. Here is the first one. it is done with that sweet Zany Zoo stamp set. This little raccoon was stamped in Memento and colored in with the blends. I believe on this one I used Smoky Slate, Light and Dark, and then this I think might be Pebble Path, one of the new colors, Pebble Path. And then this is Berry Burst, Parakeet Party, Starry Sky, and Fresh Freesia. That 3D embossing folder that I love, that's online. It's an online exclusive. This is my favorite one that's got like the crosshatch pattern. That's with, I used Granny Apple Green. And then this is Bright and Beautiful DSP. And then this was something, I got the layout from a demonstrator. Just a little bit, this is like this piece is 1 inches by 5 1/4. And do you see that extra little piece of Starry Sky in there? Isn't that something? Just a little scrap adds a little bit of pop. And then this is I usually make my DSP on this layout larger, but isn't this a great way to use up your skinny little scraps? And then the card base is Orchid Oasis with some tinsel gems. Sweet, sweet card. And I said this over the weekend, you know, and when I got the stamp set, I thought this was perfect for like kids. But now I just think, oh, that's adorable. And that Zany Zoo, it's fun and it's quirky, and it would be great for all your adult friends also. This is with the Sweet Citrus stamp set and the 3D embossing. The embossing folder is a hybrid embossing folder, and I'm going to demonstrate that in just a few minutes. So this one, I also use the, they're called Decorative Mask, or also you might recognize them more as like a stencil, and I'm going to use that, show you how to use those. It's very easy. So that's that one. This one is my favorite, and I got the idea from Susan Campfield, and she had done a bookbinding card that was with a fancy fold, and I just took it and made a regular, just a regular card, but I took her layout. The only thing I changed was I added, this is Bubble Bath, and she had hers in just basic white, but love the colors. You all know I'm a pink girl, so this is done with Bubble Bath and Berry Burst, and then a little bit of Granny Apple Green, and then a sweet brush brass butterfly. And then up on dimensionals, but oh, so sweet. This is such a sweet little card, and pink makes me happy. So there's that one. This one is with the stamp set Circle Sayings. I also got this idea from Pinterest, and what we did, how we made this one was the Circle Sayings. We stamped the sunset, I guess you would call it, and the waves in Memento, and colored it in with dark Daffodil Delight and light Daffodil Delight. And then the waves are colored in with Pool Party. And then I had, there's a little bit of Tahitian Tide, and I used that because I wanted it to coordinate. I'm all about the matchy-matchy. The card base is Tahitian Tide. And then this background is with a large background stamp that's called Rays of Light. And we use the Stamparatus, which I'm so sad it's gone, but I said I'm going to continue using it in my classes. And then, girls, do you see this verse down here, or the words down here? Sending you sunny thoughts. That is with the new Little Ford truck, which I can't even think of the name of it right now, but it's an online exclusive. It has a coordinating punch, and Sending You Sunny Thoughts, I thought matched perfectly with this card. And then some more of those sweet, sweet glossy dots, these are called. And then the last card, this is with the Sweet and Precious stamp set and the contour dies, Scalloped Contour dies. This card is so easy. Hello, Miss Cheryl. This is an easy card to make. I had gotten a swap and now I can't remember who it was from, but there's my, this is where I got the inspiration from, this demonstrator. And I just changed it up a little bit. I used, instead of a lemon lolly card base, I used basic white with a lemon lolly layer, and I omitted, this is a seafoam. So I'm gonna make this one for you, but isn't this sweet? This was a big hit, and I had girls saying, you know, some of them said, I don't need a baby card. I don't know of any showers or babies that are being born, but I used Just For You. And both of these sentiments, the Just For You and Babies Are a Blessing, come from the Charming Sentiments stamp set. So I thought this could be used. I know there's a lot of people out there who love giraffes. So Just For You, this could be a sweet little birthday card for a giraffe lover. So there are my cards that we made this weekend. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to show you or share with you. This is a swap card I got recently at the St. Louis gathering 2 weeks ago, and this was from, his name is Chad Williams. He is our DDM for our the Midwest area. He is like a business manager for us, and he swapped these cards, and when we received them, we didn't recognize like where it was from, and it is because it is from a brand new kit. I right away ordered it because I just thought these were so pretty. There's pears and there's also apples, and this is a slimline card, but look, like I'm always, the thing on the slimline cards is the hold up. It's the, you know, you've got to make your envelope. This kit comes with envelopes, and there's this small size, and then there's a larger slimline size. Isn't this pretty? And you can see this is embossed. The card base is like dry embossed. And then all Chad did on this was, it's a no stamp kit, which means there's no stamping. Like the words that come with this You Matter, he popped it out. It's not a it's not a sticker, but he popped it out. No stamping is done. So there's You Matter, and there's also Happy Birthday. When I'm making my cards, the You Matter didn't seem like something that I would use a lot, so I just left it blank. But like, can you see there's like, it's iridescent, and then these sweet little vellum little blossoms on there. So I wanted to point this out to all of you because I just thought the kit is just stunning, and it's only $13. So if you're interested, go to my website, click on the Shop Now button, and then look for kits. And a lot of times, well, yesterday I realized this when I was talking about this at my stamp class. A lot of the ladies thought that I was talking about Paper Pumpkin. Stampin' Up! Now carries I don't even know how many kits there are. So you don't have to have a Paper Pumpkin subscription, although they are wonderful. And I've seen a sneak peek of the coming kit that is, well, the one that's in the mail right now to me is July. It's adorable. It's got a beachy theme. But the one in August has a floral theme, which you know I love that. And there's an extra bonus set. So if you're interested in the kits, go to my online store and look up kits. If you're interested in a Paper Pumpkin subscription, send me a note and I can tell you more about that. But I just love this. I love this. I thought it was so pretty. So Blossom Wishes Kit. All right, let's get stamping. The first card I'm going to make for you is the Zesty Lemons card. Here is the stamp set, Sweet Citrus, and you can see it's got, and I've seen, it's got obviously the citruses that can be made into oranges or limes or grapefruits or lemons or limes. There's so many that you could use this stamp set, so many colors you could stamp it in. So enjoy the sweeter things in life. Have a zesty birthday. Sending you a big squeeze, and thanks a bunch. It also has a coordinating die set in there. So we're going to use one of the dies in that set, which I'm going to show you how cool it is. So, oh, let's see. Let me pull out the kit first. The kit is a piece of Daffodil Delight, and it is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I used another piece of Daffodil Delight, 4 by 1/4 by 5.5. You really wouldn't need one this big. This was just easy for me to cut for class. You need 2 pieces of basic white, 4 inches by 5 1/4, 2 of them. And then a piece of Daffodil Delight that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then a piece of basic white that is 3 inches by 4 inches. So I'll let you take a quick pick of that, although it's so easy. 2 different colors of cardstock, and like I said, this would be sweet if you used made limes, or I've seen it with oranges. Lots of cute options for this stamp set. The cool part, 2 of the things that I wanted to point out that I have not used this. This is the embossing folder, and I think it's picking up pretty clearly on the screen. This is the Sweet Citrus embossing folder, but it is called a hybrid embossing folder, and what that means is one of the dies that is in the set, let's see if I can, I've already run it through. Do you see this die? That die sits kind of right in the groove, and all I had to do was stick in, there's my big piece of Daffodil Delight, and this die, when I ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, it not only embosses, but it cuts. How cool is that? I love it. And one of the girls yesterday, like how I'm going to show you how I use the decorative mask for my background. She used this piece and cut it down just a little bit. So do you see how it cuts out? Look at that, girls. Cuts out those pieces. There's a large one. Isn't that cool? How many of you have used these before? There you go. There we have another stamp set in there right now, and I can't think of the name of it. One of you girls probably will help me out. But you just use the number 1 platform, your embossing folder. Inside of the folder, there's the large die, and then the specialty gray plate if you've got a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So there are my pieces cut out. I'm going to take my Daffodil Delight and use my bone folder. And then I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to bring in my mask, and I'm going to show you the mask. There's this one, like stenciling. Do you see how I don't know, way back in the day we stenciled. Oh, hello, Miss Sally. Thank you, Lynn. Yes, the tree rings. Okay, that's the other hybrid embossing folder that I can think of right now. Maybe there's another one, but right now those are the 2 that come to my mind. There's this one. There's this large check. Oh, there's one of those dimensionals. And then these are the 2 that I had as options for my stamp class. This one is just a sweet check pattern, and then this one has like a little, I don't know, little floral pattern. So I gave the girls an option. I'm going to use this one. This is so easy to do. Now, some of the girls, they took, I think, that green tape that I have told you about from scrapbooking.com. Love this tape. I usually use it to hold down my dies when I'm running them through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. But some of them took it and, let's see, anchored it down. Like that. And then all you need to do is, I use Crush Curry and one of our wonderful blending brushes. Yeah, Sally, I love this stuff. I should have stock in this stuff. Okay, Crush Curry. We're going to take our blending brush and dip it in. And then I always remind people, start off on the grid paper and then go into what you're stenciling, or anytime you use the blending brush, get that first little bit of ink off before you go in. Otherwise you're gonna get kind of a dark, I call it the blob. And the girls, they could use, you know, you could make this as dark or as light as you wanted. Just would keep repeating layers of ink, but we're just gonna do one layer. You just give it a nice little swirl. I like to use like a circular motion. One more up in the corner. And you know what? I just thought of something. If I would have been paying more attention, I really didn't need this center part because it's being covered up. But there you go. They're called Artistic Mix Decorative Mask, and they are kind of, I like to call those like, it's kind of a sleeper. It's one of those products that you don't see until somebody points it out. So isn't that fun? It's like you're making your own DSP. Like back in the day, way back in the day. Okay, the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take, I didn't do this on my sample, but I'm gonna do it and see, just, I thought of this yesterday. We're gonna take a little bit of this and swirl it just to give it a little bit more like dimension. And I think I like it. And then a little bit on the lemon. Well, it's all lemons, I guess, but this whole lemon, the whole lemon. All right. Oh, and one more thing I'm going to do. I'm going to show you this. At my class yesterday, this was not my idea, but I loved it so much. One of my customers took their, or I think a whole table full. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's okay. I didn't, that must have been for another envelope, another card. But what they did was they took and brought in, like I guess a scrap piece of paper. They brought back in the mask and they did their envelopes. I was so impressed. So don't forget about decorating your envelopes. And this just makes it, you can do it with these stencils, or you can also do it with DSP. I'll have to show that maybe next time. Look how sweet that is. Adorable. So thank you. I know Teresa was the one who pointed it out to me. I love this. I love it. I love it. All right, now I'm done with that. Okay. The rest is easy, girls. All we're gonna do is bring in our card base. And yeah, I thought so too, Sally. We're gonna bring in our piece that we stenciled. And then we're going to bring in the Daffodil Delight. I'm gonna pop this up on dimensionals. Oh, you did a small light spot inside the card on what? Oh, to stamp sentiment over there. Good job, Lynn. So, oh, I see what you're saying. You did it like this. Let's see if I can do it with the ink that's like this, Lynn. Aren't you good? I think this is going to be adorable. That is precious. I love it. Ugh, I love it. It's all about the matchy-matchy. That is darling. Okay, now, let's see. My piece of Daffodil Delight. Oh, I'm going to show you something else too that one of the ladies did. See, I get as much inspiration from all of you as you do from me. Oop, crookedy. Okay, so on this piece of basic white, we're going to bring in my, oh my goodness, I was losing this, the Memento ink pad. And I decided I needed some more thank you notes. So I'm actually going to put, this just says thank you so much. And I'll tell you where it's from in a second. So that's classy looking. So this is from the stamp set, Layering Leaves. And you know, hello, Miss. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Murph. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I got this stamp set. There is a coordinating punch, but I love the words on this stamp set. So I do that sometimes. So I, learned a long time ago. Sometimes the images, you might not be crazy about, but these are, I have seen cards now, and I'm glad that I have it, that this didn't do a whole lot for me, but these, I had to have them. So sending hugs, thinking of you, best wishes. That's beautiful for a wedding card for you. Thank you so much, and so happy to celebrate you. So that could be a birthday. Anyway, so Layering Leaves is where this thank you comes from. All right, all I have to do now is glue this on top of this. And then I'm going to bring in, I think I'm just going to bring in my Tombow. This allows me, that when you use the Tombow glue, it allows you to move it around just a little bit. Whereas if I would use the Stamp and Seal, once it's down. So this, and then this is also with, I do like that little bit of extra Daffodil Delight that I used on the blending brush. You can see the difference there. Makes it pop. And then the lemon, the zesty lemon, we're gonna pop up on dimensionals. And then some diamonds. Three. Okay, use two. There we go. There you go. Oh, you know what else? This would be look really cute with Winkostella. I haven't used this in a long time. It's always sitting here. How crazy is that? Oh yeah, that's good. Give a little shimmery sparkle. All right. Oh, and thank you, Lynn. I love that. Love, love, love it. All right, first card done. There you can see the difference. All right. The second card that I'm going to make for you tonight is the giraffe card. Thank you, Sally. Thank you for the hearts. But before I do that, before I make the giraffe card, I want to point something out. Do you all? No, I guess you don't see it. Over here, this is an antique. No, almost. It's probably 20, it's at least 22 years old. This is the stamp that I use now on the back of my cards. And I just was curious, I'm taking a poll. How many of you have a personalized stamp that you use on the back of your cards? This one, I don't even know the lady's name. It goes way back. So this is not a Stampin' Up! Product. This someone made for me many years ago. And it says Stamp with Love by Kim. Hi, Barb. Oh, thank you. Okay, Stamp with Love by Kim. And I'm just curious to know how many of you have a personalized stamp. And if you have a personalized stamp, where did you get it from? Because I am in the market for a new one. Even though I love this one, you can see, this is crazy. Like, I don't even know if they make stamps like this anymore, but I think I had to attach this Velcro onto the back of it, and then there's the other part of it. So it was made that way. And I've used it, and now I'm just ready to have Stampin' Up! For a while made them. Oh, I wish I would have had more. And I use them there. It's an old wooden stamp. It doesn't stamp as nicely as this anymore because I think it's, 20 years old. But anyway, if you, oh yeah, Mom does. She has hers from Stampin' Up. Let's see. Janice has one given by one of our hens. I would like to get a new one. So if any of you can send a company that you use, or if you get it off Etsy and you want to recommend them, please send me their name, because I'd like to get a couple more of these. And I know there's a lot of companies out there, but I just would like to get one from a company that you all would recommend. So there's my stamp. It's going to sit here till I get another one. And I hope you like this card. All right. And envelope. And the envelope. All right, the next card, like I said before, it can be a sweet card just for a friend, or it can also be a baby card. Is it? Oh, you have 3 and one with a, oh yeah, that's from way back. Bossy Jossy. See, there's a company, Sally, so you would recommend Bossy Jossy. And Joyce, you have 3 of them. I'm wondering where those other, if they're all, I bet they're all from Stampin' Up. Anyway, okay, here's our card. And like I said before, it is with the stamp set. Sweet and Precious. Look at, there's that giraffe, the mom of the giraffe. Look, my daughter-in-law loves sloths. Isn't that a funny little creature? So another reason that I needed this stamp set. Kelly Jane loves sloths. This is for all the penguin lovers and the baby penguins. So it's the mama and the baby, I guess, or the daddy and the babies. But bring on the cuddles. I'm always here for you, appreciating all you do, and I believe in you. So here we go. This is an easy one. You're just going to need a piece of thick basic white, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. You need a piece of lemon lolly. I was definitely in the yellow mood this month. 4 1/4 by 5.5, and I'll show you why. This is a large piece because the die is so large. You need a piece of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4, and that is it. I don't know that I've ever made a card with just 3 pieces before. So the die set that I used is, this is the Scalloped Contour die set. It coordinates with a color and contour dies. So, but my favorite part about them are these dies, the scallopy ones. So there are the dies. Oh, and I want to share a tip with you. And there's also, you can see, look, this border die. These two dies coordinate with the images, which I had the stamp set here. I think I put it away. Oh no, here it is. Color and contour. So you can see this die coordinates with this piece right here, and this one coordinates with that one right there, but this adorable, and then these 3 adorable. So I get a lot of use out of these. I actually have 2 sets of these dies. So that goes to show you. So all I had to do for this card was I took this big die and ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And there you can see why I needed such a large piece. And then this die I ran through, and this is the piece we're going to stamp on. Now here's a tip I want to share with all of you. I brought out, this is our die brush tip. It also comes with 2 of these sponges, and what it does is it gets out all of those little pieces, all of those little flecks. I usually have like from the dollar store, a Rubbermaid shoebox, but I want to show you. So usually this all would sit in that little Rubbermaid shoebox, and that's only because it keeps like these little chads, we call them, from flying all over. But when you have trouble with a die, one of the things I want to remind you of, and it's just like a simple tip. If your die is filled with these little pieces, it's not going to cut correctly. So before you use it, like, there you go. Before you use a die, especially if it's an intricate die, you always want to make sure these are all cleared out, especially like I'll do this if I use a die like this at Christmas time when I'm making multiples of cards. I clean it out constantly because it won't cut correctly. If it gets filled up, it just won't allow those little blades to cut through the cardstock. So this die brush, 2 of these sponges, it goes with the take your pick tool, a sweet little accessory that I think everybody needs, especially if you use intricate dies. So that's my little commercial about that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna bring in, let's see, first take this off. And then we're gonna fold this, and I'm gonna use my bone folder. Always, it's just so nice to have the thick, we haven't always had thick basic white and thick vanilla. I love it, and I just highly recommend it for any if you want to use white or vanilla for a card base. So, and I don't know why, but that looks a little on the, I must have, hold on one second. I think I scored it crooked, girls. Let me see if I can straighten it out. Sometimes you can. That's better. Okay, I'm going to take this one, the scallop. This looks sweet for baby cards too. All right, that's ready. I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to bring in a new color of ink. Pecan pie. Who loves pecan pie? I do, I do. And this is a nice, I think, soft brown. We had soft suede. I think this is a nice replacement. And I think I like it better than soft suede. So I'm gonna bring in my Pierce mat. Even though it is not a photopolymer stamp, I just feel like you get a better image, especially with a larger stamp, if you've got this underneath it. So, oh, and one thing that I shared yesterday, almost forgot my tip. I recommend if you're gonna duplicate this card, you wanna stamp your words first. And I'll show you why in just a second. It just seemed like it was easier for me to eyeball how I should position this giraffe. The first, ask me how I know. I messed up a couple. So then I stamped the giraffe first, and it wasn't far enough over. And so when I stamped the words first, let's see if I can do it again. Yep, I think I can. Just was easier to position. Oh, I see I'm almost off the camera. Sorry about that, girls. There's my little giraffe. I see I got a little bitty halo. I'm going to bring in my sand eraser. This is from Amazon or from Tombow. And I always have one of these sitting by me for reasons just like that. When you get that little extra blob of ink, you don't have to be discouraged because you just bring in this little sand eraser and it takes off. Now, if it's a humongous one, I probably would have not taken the time to do this, but with just that little bitty bit there, the sand eraser does the job. And I love these things, and they're very inexpensive, off of Amazon. All right. This is up on dimensionals. Let me close this up. Oh no, I'm going to share another tip with you. It's an envelope tip that I saw a customer do. This was precious, and so let me open this back up. Another set of customers yesterday stamped this on the back. Let's see if I can do it. And the way they did it was darling. So let's see if I can do it. Look at that. Oh, I missed a little bit of its little, whatever this thing is, antler, but that's okay. Look how darling that is. Like it's kissing the baby, and then you open it up. Isn't that sweet? All right. Now I'm going to close up the ink. Put this to the side. So babies are a blessing. Oh, shoot. Sorry, girls. I'm talking and not, I'm looking for my dimensionals. Oh, here's some. Thank goodness. I've got some spares. So this is a great card. You know, if you were like giving a shower, this is a great shower card, like a shower invitation card. Or if you just want to make a couple of baby cards to have on hand. Darling, and so fast. All right, the last thing I'm going to do is bring in these. These are the iridescent rhinestone jewels, and I love them. I use them all the time. Let's see, where is, here it is. Oh, I know why I can't see it. I was like, where is my take your pick? Because I got the brush tip on it. And these, you can buy extra of these, like when that gummy stuff is all gone, you can buy extra, and it comes in a pack of 2. All right, here we go. We're gonna go one up here, and then one here, and a big one. There you go. Adorable, with the coordinating envelope. All right, let me flip this around. I hope you like the cards that I made tonight. Whew. I want to remind all of you, especially if you're in the St. Louis or Illinois area, our big Stampin' Up! Sale and craft sale is at Zion Lutheran in 2 weeks, July 29th. The doors open at 7 a.m. and they close at 1 p.m. We are so excited because we have 18 tables filled with deeply discounted Stampin' Up! Product. It's mainly Stampin' Up! Product, but some of the girls are bringing in also other crafty products. So if you love a good bargain and you love Stampin' Up! And you love getting items at reduced prices, please stop by on Saturday, July 29th. And if you would be so kind to share this information, you've probably seen me with the little graphic, the little flyer posted in the Facebook group. If you have crafty friends, please invite them, or also please share that graphic with your friends. It would help me out greatly. So thanks so much. I appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. Hello, Miss Claudia. I hope you watch the replay to see the cards that we made. Have a wonderful week, everyone. God's blessings. Bye-bye.